Hey guys, it's Victoria Presnell, the FACS agent at UGA Extension Carroll County. By now you know we have a program coming up called Yoga in the Parks. I'm super excited about this program and I hope you are as well. Before April comes and we start Yoga in the Parks, I wanted to bring you some videos to show you some yoga poses that we will be doing at Yoga in the Parks, and you can start practicing them, being comfortable with them, so when you come to Yoga in the Parks, regardless if you're a beginner or an expert, you will enjoy it. So these videos will be about 3 to 5 minutes. It's going to be a 4-part series, and I hope you enjoy these yoga poses, and most importantly, I hope you register for Yoga in the Parks, and I will see you there. Okay guys, so I'm now on my mat, and as you can see, all you will need for these yoga poses and Yoga in the Parks classes is just a mat. Another item you may want, or you can bring, but it's totally optional, is a yoga block to help you modify any of the poses that we may do. So for this video, we are going to do 2 poses, and the first one we're going to do is going to be called Child's Pose. Child's Pose is a very basic beginner's yoga pose that works great. It's relaxing, it also stretches, at the same time it helps you work on your flexibility. So we're going to do it together as you follow after me. So what I'm going to do is my feet are going to be about shoulder width apart from my feet are shoulder width apart, and what we're going to do is take it to the ground onto our knees. Once we get to our knees, you want to point your toes, let them lay just relaxing on the mat, and you're going to slowly sit back onto your feet. So at this point you should be sitting here, your feet are a little closer. A big thing to know is you want to connect your big toes as we're sitting down. So my big toes are connected, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to slide all the way forward into Child's Pose. When you're in this pose, you want to think about reaching as far as you can forward. And another thing is, don't hold your breath. So kind of just letting that big deep breath out, and you'll feel your muscles just kind of fold into the pose. Another thing is you want to think about tucking your hips under. So your bottom is low, you don't want to be here. You want to be as low as you possibly can. And the more flexible that you get, the closer your bottom will be to the ground. So we're just going to hold this pose for just a few seconds together. So my head is rested on the mat. I'm thinking about pushing my shoulder blades towards the mat. Deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. Okay, so the second pose that we're going to do today is called Tree Pose. Tree Pose is a big balance pose that will really help you with your balance, either improving it or just helping you even get a little bit of balance. So there's a few ways that you can do this, and there are some modifications. So what we're going to do is, some people like to step off their mat if their mat is too squishy. Mine is perfectly fine, so I'm going to stay on my mat. But just know, if you need to step off to a hard surface, you definitely can. So we're actually, this pose we're going to stay in standing, and I want you to take your, well, you can really start with either foot. I'm going to do my right foot. So I'm going to take my right foot and I'm going to put it against my calf, or I'm going to bring it up against my thigh. The key here is you do not want to put it against your knee. That's a big no-no in yoga. So we want to make sure it's against our calf, or we can bring it up and put it against our thigh. And once you get here, as you can see, my left leg is a little wobbly. If I ever feel that way, I can always go to the calf muscle and stay here. So if we're here, what we're going to do is we're going to take our arms to a prayer pose, and we're going to hold it here. Always like trying to find a focus point somewhere in front of me. So I look straight ahead, finding a focus point, and we just hold it. You're going to make sure you're not holding your breath, taking those deep breaths, feeling it in your core, thinking about bringing all your balance into your core. If we're doing it on our thigh, it would look just like this, and then bringing those arms up. And you would want to do this on your opposite leg, holding it for as long as you can, maybe 10 to 15 seconds. And then you just slowly bring that leg down. And there you go.